Welcome back, squad. This is how I will be drafting in 2025. Let's go. Like I said, this is how I'm going to draft this year. You can listen or not. This is just what I'm doing. Let's go. So I've probably done about 100 mocks since the start of August, which is quite a lot. I think the biggest problem I run into is usually in that 3-4 round. So my ideal picks right now, and it's varying because ADP is changing, is the 4th pick or like the 9th, 10th pick. I love those like top 3 running backs like Saquon, Bijan, Gibbs. I really like them a lot. It's just hard because I find that the 2nd round has much better running backs than wide receivers. Drake London is kind of the cutoff for me of like my wide receiver one that I'd be okay with. For me, I try to go wide out first. That's just what I do. You don't have to do that, but that's just what I've been doing. If I'm later, like 9-10, I will get like BTJ, Amon-Ra, someone in that range just to solidify that spot. And then in round 2, I usually can get someone who I feel confident as is my one, whether that's like Jonathan Taylor now that Daniel Jones is there, Bucky, Josh Jacobs, like one of those guys. So the alternate plan is I drop all the way down to 9 or 10. My second wideout then in that option, I have to usually go with like Garrett Wilson, Mike Evans, or like Devontae Adams. And Adams' situation scares me because of Stafford. Evans is just getting older every year, and he still will probably produce fine, but that just still scares me. So basically, if I am at the 9-10, it comes down to do I want Garrett Wilson or not? Garrett Wilson had 9.1 targets a game last season. He averages 8 targets a game on his career. He had a 25% target share last season, but he had a 32% first read share. He had a 27% red zone target share, but pre-Devontae, he was more like 37-38 for that number. But it's hard because Fields is coming in, and Aaron Rodgers and Justin Fields are very, very different, if you can believe it. But DJ Moore was wide receiver 9 with Fields a couple of years ago. So it's just kind of like up in the air right now. And Wilson's like the guy for the Jets, and the Jets suck, so they're going to be throwing the ball, I think. Just the dialogue in the brain over and over and over again. It's like, do I want him based off what I have? I definitely don't want to reach for Wilson, and he's been falling as of late, what I've seen. So if I don't take Wilson, I'm either reaching for a running back, which I don't love, or I'm taking a wideout who feels a little icky. The alternate solution is you would take a QB or a tight end there. And I don't hate that idea, but then I try to play it out and it kind of gets messy and I like it less. Because if I can't get Josh Allen, I don't really want any of those QBs as badly as Josh Allen until I sit until much later. So my next thing is I sit for tight ends and running backs. If you can't get Trey McBride at a relatively good cost, I kind of don't really want tight end till like Njoku or Ingram. So that's just me. I'm long time sitting on tight end. I might even wait till like Tyler Warren. So in those middle rounds, I really try to grab running backs. I try to go running back heavy. So round 4, I typically have seen myself take a running back. Round 5, I'll either take like Courtland Sutton or a running back. Round 6, I will probably also take a running back. And that's because I don't like the late round running backs outside of like J.K. Dobbins maybe. Whereas late round wide receivers, I like way more. Like round 10 and up, like Josh Downs, Keenan Allen, he's never gone. Darnell Mooney if he's healthy, right? These guys that I like way better to sit on and kind of let them come to you. Because then in that range, I find that like the 10th, 11th round is a little bit tricky for me because then I usually try to go quarterback too. Because I try to get like Caleb, Justin Herbert, Justin Fields, maybe like in that range of guys. And so it's kind of like you're trying to get 7 picks in 3 rounds and it's just a little too much. It's a little tough there, but I much prefer to sit for wideout than to sit for running back. So if I'm going to wait on one, I want to wait on wide receivers. That is hard to say. If I get a running quarterback like a Justin Fields, I try to double up and take him with like Caleb or Herbert or Drake May or someone like that, just so I have that insurance. Tight end, I've been flirting with that idea. I don't want to take 2 yet, so I kind of need to feel that out and see how it goes, but I'm not against it. In the first 4 rounds, I try to draft at least 2 running backs. Sometimes I might even go 3, but 2 for sure, because you want one in the first 2 rounds, because I definitely want one of those as my RB1, and then in the next 2, I want one of those as my RB2. Whereas wide receiver, there's guys I would be more comfortable with deeper down the roster. The problem is that you do all this planning and then the actual event comes and Sebastian Janikowski is on the board and it's like, how can you not pick him? You know what I mean? Stuff comes up during the draft and you have to pivot, and that's okay. So for me, if I'm feeling risky, I want the 4 pick. If I'm feeling like safer and I really want Garrett Wilson, I mean, not really want, but if I feel comfortable with him as my 2, I will go with the 9 or 10. Anyway, that's how I'm drafting this year. Let me know where you guys are at, who you're thinking of drafting. Do you have the Garrett Wilson dilemma that I do, or do you just dislike him, which I would not blame you for? The season is here. I am excited. Football is back. Let's go.